Hey guys, Teragi here with more Ace content. A few different matchups this time. I took a break for a few days because I had lost my voice, so just trying to ease back into it. You'll also notice across some of the games that there'll be like gaps or things will be a little bit different in the background, things like that. Just because I was taking breaks to make sure that I was able to talk properly throughout some of these matches, explain some of my thought process. But as far as the list goes, has not changed since the last video. I really do like this version a lot. Don't get that much value from Cavendish in most matchups, but when I do, it is really nice, so I think it is still worth keeping it as one copy. With the Ace Leader ability, you can always just pitch it, have it be a 2k counter. But I think what's happening with this set is that people are getting tired of the meta, so there's a little bit of diversity in the matchups that I was seeing today, and so without any further ado, let's go ahead and just get into some of those matchups. Going up against Jinbe, and we are going second. We don't have a 1 Dawn turn, but we have everything else. But I mean, it's literally no counter in hand, so I think we mulligan this. This looks way better with the Cavendish, with the Searcher, with the Atmos. I think this is great. And very few Whitebeard Pirates in hand, only the Atmos. So if we whiff here, then I'm just bad, I think. Jozu seems really nice for the matchup. We'll grab that. And he probably doesn't swing 8. I'd be surprised if he did. So I think we can get away with one more search here. See the new gate, I think that is the target we want. And we just go ahead and pass. We can just pitch this out and like another 1k should be okay if he does decide to swing 8, but I'm sure he plays some small bodies out, get some searches in, things like that. Yep, sure enough. And I think I'm fine pitching the Boa. By the time the big boy Jinbe comes out, I think we should be set up enough to where we don't need it, and we have 2 other ones in the deck. Cavendish, on the other hand, we will need right now, so in terms of maximizing our leader ability and getting value from that, I think this is the way to go. Swing 6 to lead, maybe just takes. He does. I think that puts him over the Fisher Tiger, but I think that's 6 Dawn anyways, or is it 5? Anyways, he does end up taking that life. We have our Cavendish. We can just go ahead and pass from there. Next turn, we are pretty comfortable to play out the Jozu depending on what he plays out. Looks like it might be that Law. Oh, I forgot that this was unbanned. My boy is free. So then we end up losing that Cavendish, unfortunately. I think we can just pitch this out now. I don't think we'll have a real window to play it, so. Just swing 6 again, and then we'll just Jozu the Law here. Jinbe would let him get more value. Law at least cannot bounce our Jozu, so I think that's the one, and we'll pass. Plays Curios. 7. I'm fine just giving this up. So if we go for our event now, we can take the life since he does have these 2 bodies I don't really want to deal with. We can pitch this Boa. And we'll swing 9 and 10. And we'll pass. Do have to remember Jinbe can run Perfume Femur, being one of the 7 warlords. So here, I think we can just take a free block. And 13 and a 7, I will definitely not fight you for. You can just have that. Here, I kind of want to find a Zoro, so I think let's search here first. You see the event, which works as well. So I think we can just rip life again. We see the Zoro now, so what do we need the least? Probably this Izo. Seven cards in hand. Will he give us heroes for free here? Or does he defend? He does defend. Can we get Jinbe? Maybe. Yep, we do, and we can go ahead and pass. See our second Zoro here. Don't really need Yamato. So I think we pitch out this Atmos, and then we can pitch out a Jozu or something if this swings. He's going for those big boy swings. Blocker. I'm fine giving up a 2k and a 1k. Go here, we'll buff. You can just swing 9 into 9. Swing 11 into 9. Can we get 12 into 10? He's given us some 2Ks. I think we have to swing this. Maybe it's a little greedy, but we do get away with it, so we can go ahead and pass there, and we're in a really good spot now. Had the triplets ready to go. As at Jinbe, we can try to defend. I don't know if we'll be able to. May end up just having to take the life, but he is at a pretty low hand size, so I think we might be okay. And actually, we can just counter out of this, so I think that's just a safe thing to do. 2k and 1k. So let's swing 9 to lead first, see what he does. And yeah, just ends up conceding. Probably could have just blocked out like an 11 and then 12 and then 17 would take it. So yeah, end up taking that versus Jinbe. Did have those perfume femurs, so we were right to counter out of this when we needed to, and yeah, works out pretty well. Going against Enel here, we do have the option, so we will be taking first. I don't hate my hand, I don't love my hand. I think we mulligan this. Do we? No, I think this is good enough because we have the Otama, we can pitch out a Marco, we have... I think we keep this. Yeah, let's pitch out one of these guys and then we can pass. Again, for this matchup, I always love having the 6-drop Boa, the 1-cost Garp. Didn't see either of these, but I think the rest of this hand is good enough that it is worth keeping. We can get one more search off here. And I think we can pitch one of these guys out. We have one more search here that I think we can get away with. We see the new gate, we will absolutely pick him up. Let's move these up. And then we can just swing 7 to lead and pass. So looking pretty efficient. We also have the option to play Atmos, depending on what he ends up playing out on his side. If it's like a Frankie or a Reju, be pretty good value. Looks like it is the Ohm. Let's go ahead and use this, because then we end up not getting value from it later on. Drop this, and probably drop the Jozu. Because on our 7 Dawn turn, or the earliest we can play him, we'd rather just play at the Zoro. And this one, I think we can counter out of as well. Maybe next turn we can start looking at which ones we can start taking. But for now, I mean, he has a million bodies out. I think we just do this and just focus on face. I think swinging into 2 when there's already 4 of them out is a losing battle. I don't think it's worth it. If I could clear them all out in one swoop, I would. But like this, I don't think it's good. So here, probably an Enel plays the senior pick instead, so I would assume this Yamato is dead. Grabs Eldor. Maybe a Gamma Knife into Eldor. Seems excessive for Yamato, but that's okay. I can give you a 1K. Can give one here as well. I think we want to rip life coming up, so let's go here and then just go A2 leader. We don't get the rush on Zoro, unfortunately, but I mean, being an AK lead is still super nice. So just a matter of what ends up happening here. Could minus it, it goes down to a 7. I know he has other ways of minusing here as well. So yeah, looks like we are getting Gamma Knifed. Eldor, I guess. 3K or less, so that would make sense. Swings 2 into it, I guess that works as well. And he still has 2 swings here. This one I think we just go ahead and take. A lot of new gates, maybe too many. But I think we still have to take the life with all these bodies out on the field, and that's a lot of new gates. Let's clear one of these guys out, if we can. Do we go for board here, or can we just go face? I don't really like playing the board game with Enel. I think we just go for face here, just swing 10. We have the Roger already in hand, so we can potentially start setting up for that rush if he does start playing out blockers, so... And unless he has another senior pink or another Gamma Knife, which maybe he does, then maybe our new gate gets to stay. That would be the dream. That would be ideal. Plays with the Enel, so it looks like we are safe for now. Checking out the Lightning Dragon. Zoro would be nice about now. You could also, I guess, just Jozu. Bounce one of the senior... I don't really know if I want to bounce one of these, actually, because then he gets the Gamma Knife back. Goes ahead and just passes. I think that's pretty reasonable given where we are. So what do? We have 6 Dawn. We have 2 more to work with outside of that. So we can freeze this, bottom deck this, clear this with this, maybe. We do get that for free, which is nice. Uta would normally be good, but just because he does run El Thor, unless he's cleared all of them out, he's only used 1. Then I don't think it's good here. I'd rather just have it as a 2k counter. So let's swing 8 to leader. Maybe just takes this. Don't imagine he would counter, but maybe he does. Either way, I'm okay with either outcome here. If he goes down to 1 life, I'm pretty happy. If he gives us some cards, I'm pretty happy there as well. Gives us a Sanji, Frankie, Reiju. Okay, so triple blocker. Right here, we'll freeze and bottom deck, and we can just pass. Maybe I could have swung the new gate, but not being an 8k leader, I am hesitant to do that because he does have 3 swings. I don't know, maybe that was actually the right call. Maybe I should have swung it. Because that would probably live whatever he swings at B6. Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Because he can attach, then minus, and then attach again with leader. Let's play out a second Enel. Probably doesn't swing this. Could play another one of these. I think the new gate's just stronger. I think it is just play new gate. So let's pitch you. Let's swing 8 into Senior Pink. Asking for 2k, 1k, and with only 5 cards in hand, I think that is a big ask. So we do get that. We can swing 10 to lead now. And I think we just pass here, try to go for the kill next turn. We have the Roger. If we can keep any of these bodies up, we are looking pretty good. Has given us 2 Gamma Knives. Now I do want to go down to 0, but not like that, so we'll just do this. Also, he doesn't have any blockers up anyway, so I think even if we don't go down to 0, we're fine. We can probably just go for game. Find departure. Eldor, maybe? Amaragan, rest, maybe. It is Mamaragan. So if we swing 6 into it, I will just block to force him to use one of these into the new gate. Has he attached yet? No. I do want to keep this alive. I think we can just go for game next turn. I will be really greedy here, but I think even if he has used this, it's only 1 body that dies instead of 2, so I'm fine with this outcome either way. Chooses to freeze. Can we defend this now? I don't think so. No, definitely not. Okay. So if we assume everything here is a 2k, that is 10, 15. $13, $15 is probably good enough. Let's do that. It would have to be like literally all 2Ks. Maybe it is. It is not. Okay, so yeah, that worked out super well. We end up taking that versus Enel. Going up against Mihawk, we are going second, which is actually pretty nice. This is what we'd want anyways, just to make sure we hit our new gate on curve. They're not able to hit Law and Beppo on curve, so this is quite surprising, but I will definitely not be complaining. We already have a lot of Whitebeard pirates in our hand, so I think the Garb search will be a little bit safer. So let's see here, and actually would have hit on the Kingdu. But now we get to pick up the Zoro, which is pretty nice as well. Do we want to risk the search? I think we do. We can just attach. I think we just attach. We can take a life and then move on. But actually ends up playing the Kitten Killer, so maybe we do get punished a little bit for that. Is that the Bonnie? I think we just go ahead and take this anyways. We won't be able to attach for a while. This is my last chance to really look for that new gate combo, which we are missing quite a lot from. So let's see. We may end up just getting a Dawn Frozen from that Bonnie. Oh, maybe not. So let's pitch here and give a 1k. Maybe giving the Atmos would have been a little better. Plays the Laboon. I think regardless we play this. Let's see if he'll just give us that. Because I'm fine clearing out this Kitten Killer or the Perona. Maybe not the Perona. I think we just swing 6 then. Uta... Here... Okay, we'll just go ahead and pass. We don't get any real removal value, but we are at least set up for next turn. Let's play that Bonnie, freezing one of our Dawn. Little does he know we don't have what we need anyways, so no harm done here. He swings 8 into Marco. I'm actually pretty okay with that. Chooses not to, which makes sense. We'll pitch here and a Garp on top. So let's swing 7 a leader. Does just take. We'll play our Zoro, buff our leader to 8k. We'll swing 8 again. And we'll pass, so down to 1 life, which is super nice for us. We have a Zoro for next turn. We could potentially play Izo. Try to find what we're looking for. I think, yeah, this gets stuck, which is okay. Swings 8 to lead. And I would like some cards, so let's just pop this. Still don't see any of the new gate combo that we're looking for. So let's swing 7, only 9 cards. Well, I say only. He has 9 cards in hand. Let's pop that Kitten Killer. Maybe a counter event coming then. Yep. That is perfectly fine. We'll play another Zoro. We'll buff here. And I think we want to take him down to 0 life. We've done a good bit of searching to where I think we might be coming up on the Rogers sooner than later. But it looks like here he's just going to defend, which is perfectly fine as well. Pitching a bunch of cards out of hand. We can go ahead and just pass there. Swing 10. And I don't think there's any point in defending this. We'll just give that up. We do see a new gate. Took a little while. Give a 1k here. 5 Dawn. Not sure what he would play out. Blocker, okay. It's just a lot of digging. Okay, so definitely good to keep in mind. He has that. He can freeze both of these Zoros. Get some active Dawn. And okay, so we do get our events. So let's just go ahead and play this out. We'll take a life. And looks like all our big boys are coming in now. So just swing 11 to lead. Does just give us the block. So then the question becomes, do I want to play another blocker, or do I want to swing bigger here and guarantee I take him down to 0? I think I'm okay even if he doesn't go down to 0. I think the blocker is just more valuable, especially if he law and Beppos. It'll still give me a chance to protect one of these Zoros. But maybe that my guy just low rolled here. Does choose to defend, so okay, that works. We'll play our blocker and we'll pass. Does see that law in Beppo, so we will likely be getting value from this Uta. Swings 11, and I actually think we can just go for game. He only has 2 cards in hand. He has a 7k lead, but I don't think that matters too much. So let's pitch you and give a 1k. Because we might want to swing with this as well. We'll give a 2k here. So let's do... 11 is guaranteed, so let's do that. Well, I guess he could have a counter event, in which case we can break this up a little differently, maybe swinging 7 with the Uta and then closing out with a 11 with ace. You could swing 8 and 10, 9 and 9. Ooh, okay. So 7k lead. Let's swing here. And then we close out with a big swing. And GG's. Going up against yellow Luffy, but the wrong one it looks like. We are going first. Hand looks okay, so we'll just go ahead and keep this. Double Ezo search may be a little much, but we do have the Cavendish, which is nice. Especially running only 1 copy, we don't always get this. And also, what is this search? Holy cow. We'll do that and then we'll pass. Let's try again here. We see a Jozu. I think we do want that. And maybe this is good. We'll swing 8. We will not swing 8 because he has that counter event that lets him cycle through his life. We'll just pass. If he leaves 2 Dawn up, I will not be swinging. But if he leaves 2 Dawn up, he doesn't develop anything, so. I am perfectly fine just setting up. That is fine. We'll play this and we'll pass. Because he has to play something eventually, right? Here's our little guys here. And yeah, see, look, he has a Jinbe. He could have just had that. But not for free. 7. I think we can just take this. Swing 6, pitching out. Don't think we need this many new gates. Chooses to not play the Jinbe. We need 1 Dawn for search, 1 and 6 for Jozu, so we can just swing 6. Let's get a search in. And luckily we don't whiff. A lot of Whitebeard Pirates already in hand. So pretty lucky here, to be honest. Here we'll play this, bounce, and we'll pass. This might be dead. 6 and a 4. We could defend it. I don't hate the idea of defending it. Because we get a lot of card draw from it, so I think it's good value. Play here, and because he has that Bonnie, I will not be ripping a life. Pitch this. Swing 8 to leader, pitching out this. Probably this Marco. Does just take. We don't have a regular search. So I think we'll just be awkward, just swing 8s across. He has to counter out eventually, right? Okay. Do that and we'll pass. Plays that rush Luffy. So he's really just playing Sky Island Luffy without playing Sky Island Luffy. I guess is fine. If he feels this is what he needs to do. I do want to try to defend this. It'll at least save me swings on the Jozu as well. He has 3 attacks coming up. So let's block this, get some information about what's up here. And if this dies anyways, it dies anyways. I think that's okay. But at least it is not a trigger body. Swing 6 into it. You can give a 1k. Swings 12. Yeah, so see that super good value there. Get that card draw. Plays a Zoro, heals. Let's do a search here before anything else. We see our Zoros. I think that is what I want to play now. We don't get the rush, but becoming an AK lead, I think, versus all these bodies is pretty nice. So let's swing 7, then we'll just swing 8, play a blocker, and pass. Yeah, we don't get rushed, just wanted to feel that out. Swing 8, asking for 2 cards. Play our blocker, and we'll pass. Swings 5. Oh, just getting the cycle from life. Okay, that works. Or from leader ability, rather. Yeah, a lot of cards in hand. Would like to get rid of that sooner than later. Be doing a lot of swings to face coming up here. 7 into 7. I'm okay defending this. There's Borsellino. Second block here, depending on what happens, we'll get information about his life. We have the second blocker in the Uta as well. So I think I want to just see what he has. That works. Because he could just be looking to play another Borsellino, healing up to 3 life, but looks like that's not the case. And so now because he does have that big body here, we will for sure be protecting this. And then this is fine, I think. Or do we want to protect? Maybe we want to protect, actually. Do that. Plays a Zoro, heals again. So this doesn't get value. Could also play this. But I think it's just Newgate. Play this, pitch. See if we can't clear some of these guys out. Asking for two 2Ks here. Does have them, to his credit. Has all the 2Ks, and we'll just go ahead and pass. Either way, not in a bad spot. We have multiple big boys. He only has 3 cards in hand, 3 life. Might be an angle to go for game next turn, depending on how it shakes out. But if not, we're in a pretty good spot to just clear his side of the field next turn as well. Swing 6 into face, we can just give you a 1K here. I do want to keep this Marco if I can. Let's get a block here, get some information. That is a little scary. You'll get +1. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I'll end up losing the life anyways. I think this is okay. Give you 1K. Can we actually protect against a 17? 8? No. We could swing into board instead, which I don't hate. That works. So let's see what we can clear, because we can play Marco and Boa. Let's swing 6 into 6. Let's swing 7 into 6. Swing 9 into 7. You get that. Let's swing 12 into 7. And we'll play Boa. Let me make sure. Yep. So we can play this, freeze this. We don't get the bottom deck. We can play our Marco blocker, and we can just go ahead and pass. Swings 8, and I'm fine, I think, just taking this block for free, getting some card draw. 9 Dawn maybe plays another Bonnie. Let's play that Bonnie. Swings 10. Pitch. Give 2K, 1K. And so only 3 life left, so we should just have this. Swing 7. Then 9. We can do 11. And yep, okay. Ended up clicking right as he conceded, but we do end up taking that versus fake Sky Island Luffy, ST29 Luffy. And that is it for today's video. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. As always, any feedback you have, any questions, any tech options that you're considering, feel free to comment that down below. And as always, thank you so much for the time. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one.